It's time for Name That Polka with your host, Keith Stras.
Well, we're continuing along with the IPA Virtual Weekend here in the Chicagoland area. And welcome to this segment called Name That Polka. And we've got two contestants with us here this evening. Let's say hello to the brand new Hall of Famer. I don't know when he's going to be inducted, but it's going to be sometime. Let's say hello to Mr. Rick Rzeszutko. Hi, Rick. How are you this afternoon?
Hello, Mr. Stras. I am very warm.
Very warm, yes. And his opponent, all the way from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the one and only member of the World Concertina Congress, Mr. Chris Bogdon.
Hello, Keith.
How are you, Chris?
Good. How are you?
All right, we're going to play Name That Polka here on this segment, and the first category is called Can I Buy You a Drink? These particular songs have things to do with drinks, liquid refreshments, and as soon as you know what the tune is, push your buzzer. Let's make sure they're working. Push them and make sure. Okay. All right, so we're ready for category number one, question number one. And can I buy you a drink? Listen closely and name this polka. Chris.
Let's have a drink with our friends.
And for some extra gratuitous points, who is the orchestra performing?
Jimmy Weber and the Sounds.
There you go. Chris Bogdon wins the first particular question in Can I Buy You a Drink? But Rick, you can still catch up. Here we go with question number two. And name this polka. Rick.
I'm going to take a wild guess. Beer.
Well, that's wrong. It's Eddie Biega and Crusade, another Polka Hall of Famer, and one entitled Give Me a Beer. You were almost right. All right, Chris is still in the lead here with 5 points. We move on to song, number three. Listen closely and name this polka. Chris Bogdon.
We like beer.
We like beer, that's correct. And that is by the Rhythm and Sound.
Actually, I was on that album.
Ah, no wonder.
The fix is in here. Hold on. Wait a minute.
All right, Rick, you've got two questions left. If you get to a tie here, I don't know what we're going to do, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Don't worry,
All right, here
it probably
we go.
won't happen.
Question number four. Listen closely and name this polka and Can I Buy You a Drink category.
Music for dancing, beer for others. We won't go.
Chris Bogdon.
Beer Mug.
Beer Mug by the incomparable Happy Louie from Palmer, Massachusetts. All right, Rick.
Were you on that recording too?
No.
Rick, you got to get on the board here. It's 15-0. All right, our last question in Can I Buy You a Drink category. Listen closely and name this polka.
My wife backed a car through the wall. My kid broke his arm playing ball.
I stopped for a beer.
He's on the board. Stop for a Beer by the great Eddie Blazonczyk. And that wraps up our Can I Buy You a Drink segment here, and we go to the leaderboard, and we see that the score right now, Chris Bogdon from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 15. Rick Rzeszutko, the brand new Hall of Famer, 5. But the next category is on deck, and you can still catch up.
I don't like ketchup.
All right, we're continuing along here on Name That Polka. Rick Rzeszutko versus Chris Bogdon. And as you've been tuned in, you see the score is Chris 15, Rick 5. All right, gentlemen, we're ready to move to category number 2. And these are songs for the arborist. In other words, these particular tunes all have to do with trees, okay? So keep that in mind and get ready when you listen to tune number 1 and name this polka. Rick.
Under the cherry tree?
Under the cherry tree is correct. All right, look at that. The score goes from 15 to 10 right now. All right, get ready for tune number 2. And here we go. Listen to this and name this polka. Chris.
Under the oak tree.
Under the Oak Tree, performed by the Hall of Famer from Canada, Eddie Gusa, and his Polish Canadians. All right, 10 away, Rick.
I don't think my buzzer works.
You still can catch up. Here we go with tune number 3. Remember the category for the arborist. Listen to tune number 3 and name this polka.
Podjaworem buzi dała, podjaworem miło być. Ale o tym zapomniała, że ją mama będzie bić. Ale o tym zapomniała, że ją mama będzie bić. A na moście rośnie trawka, a pod mostem lilia.
Time's up, gentlemen. Sorry, you just missed it. You were just under the wire there, Rick. And it wasn't a polka, it was an oberek by Polka Hall of Famer Chet Kawakowski. And it comes from an LP, as you heard the skips there. Under the Maple Tree Oberek.
If I would have said Podjaworem buzi dała, would it have counted?
No. All right, we move on to tune number 4. Name this polka. Chris Bogdon.
Let's plant a tree.
Let's Plant a Tree polka by the Polka Country Musicians.
Wait a minute. It's another one he recorded on.
I didn't record on that one.
But you play it every week. The fix is in.
All right, Rick. Unfortunately, you won't be able to win this round, but you can keep it tight. Keep it tight, okay? Here we go. Our final song in our category for the arborist. Listen closely and name our final polka in this category.
Only in a tender moment I sat by your side. That's when Cupid hits me right between the eyes. In a tender moment I sat by your side. That's when Cupid hits me right between the eyes.
Yes, Rick.
I'm going to take a wild guess here.
Go ahead.
The Dead Tree Polka.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. It was the Polka Family from Katowice, Pennsylvania, and by the Apple Tree Polka. All right, then let's recap the scores right now. Chris Bogdan's in the lead with 25. Our new Hall of Famer, Rick Rzeszutko, not too far behind with 10. When we come back, it's time for Bid a Second. An interesting round. Stick around. More coming up on this segment, Name That Polka. Well, one of our contestants is no stranger to many of you out there because not only was he the president of the International Polka Association, he spent a long time with yours truly on radio. And as a matter of fact, he even was part of the original series on ethnic television here in Chicago, Name That Polka. Rick Rzeszutko, our brand new Hall of Famer. Rick, great to have you here. And it's great to be in your company, as it always is. But how about we go back to the days when you used to do this at ETC, huh?
Yeah, if I recall, I lost that time too. But, yeah, it was good fun there at ETC on Milwaukee Avenue. You can't even tell half of the stories, but it was the late Ron Yashinsky Herbert did a great job.
Yes, another member of the IPA board.
And Dick Owens and Frank Chambers, the director.
Right,
It was a lot of fun, yeah.
So Rick, you've finally got that crowning achievement in your long polka career. You're inducted into the Polka Hall of Fame. I don't know when the official ceremony is going to be, but nonetheless, a honor well deserved. You've been in the polka field for a long, long time. You've been in every facet of it: a recording artist, a band leader, a vocalist, a disc jockey, a promoter. The only thing I haven't seen you do is you haven't been a dance instructor, but there's still time. I mean, maybe somewhere along the line we could find the Emily Muha instruction booklet and we can pass that on to you. You could be a dance exhibitionist.
You've never seen me dance?
No.
Oh, count your blessings.
Nonetheless, it's great to have you here, and continued success and good health to you in your career in the polka industry.
Thank you very much, Keith. Yes, it was some good times back in the old days. I ain't going to tell that story about what happened in LaGrange, but we'll keep that under the hat.
Well, our other contestant, all the way from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, actually Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania, which is right along Pittsburgh, Chris Bogdon. Chris is no stranger to the polka industry. As a matter of fact, I think this is his first term as a director on the IPA board, and you've heard him on the air here in Chicago or throughout the country on WPNA, and performs with the polka country musicians. Chris, great to have you here. Hope you're having some fun this weekend.
Thank you, Keith. Yeah, it's been a great weekend thus far.
So let's talk a little bit about your accomplishments in the polka industry. I understand that you were just inducted into the World Concertina Congress. That's quite an honor.
Thank you. Yes, it's a organization promoting the concertina, and I was inducted in the Hall of Fame this year, so it was a pretty cool thing, actually.
And concertina is not the only instrument you play. How many instruments do you perform on?
Accordion, concertina, bass, that's my main three instruments, but trumpet as well.
And a long list of performers you perform with, not only polka country, the Versajays. I've seen you perform with Stephanie. Anybody else?
Well,
Treltones?
I filled in with those bands. I actually started out back in the 80s with IPA Hall of Famer Matt Wojciechowski. So me and my father got to play with Matt for a couple years before he disbanded last time. So that's where it all began. But yeah, polka country is my main band right now.
Well, that's great. And a professional presentation every time from Chris Bogdon. Great to have you here. Hope you're enjoying Name That Polka.
Thanks, Keith.
Well, welcome back. And we've got an exciting game going on between Chris Bogdon and our new Hall of Famer, Mr. Rick Rzeszutko. However, Chris is in the lead with 25 points. Rick, here's your opportunity to catch up. This is what we call bid a second. I'm going to give clues to the particular songs that you'll hear, and you have to bid between each other to see how few seconds it'll take you to answer. The winner will get an additional 5 points, and we'll continue on to our final round, which is the Golden Polka Medley, coming up here on this segment of Name That Polka. All right, gentlemen, are we ready?
Ready?
Listen to clue number 1. The bidding will start with 10 seconds. I can name it in 10, I can name it in 9, and Chris is going to start because he's in the lead. Now, here's your clue. This particular polka was written with Erica, Jenny, and Tommy Belanda, and Kathy, Glenn, and Lori Hootie in mind. Chris, start the bidding with 10 seconds.
10.
I can name that polka. Wait, is it a polka?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll say 9.
All right. 7.
5.
4.
3.
I'm out.
We could count.
All right. Chris gives to Rick. Rick has got 3 seconds. I'll give you the clue again. This particular polka was written with Erica, Jenny, and Tommy Belanda, and Kathy, Glenn, and Lori Hootie in mind. 3 seconds. Listen closely and name this polka. Time's up. Do you have a guess, Rick?
I have no idea.
It's Lenny Gomulka and the Chicago Push Brother and Sisters Polka. So Chris gets the 5 points.
That was a jaded clue.
All right, here we go. The question number 2 in Bid a Second.
Whose turn is it?
We're going to start the bidding with Rick this time. All right? Listen closely. When men start to date girls, they always try to find this quality in a woman that they eventually marry. Rick, you can start the bidding with 10 seconds.
9 seconds.
5.
4.
I'm done.
All right? Rick, you're going to get the opportunity once again to name this polka. Here's the clue. When men start to date girls, they always try to find this quality in the woman they marry. Here we go with your 3 seconds. Time's up, Rick. Do you have an answer?
Well, since I'm not married, it becomes more difficult. I don't know.
Doesn't have an answer. The Paula Brothers performing Girls Like Mom. All right. Chris is now up to 35.
I'm in a deep hole.
Rick, you're fading fast. But you can catch up in the Golden Medley, which is our next segment. But we continue along here with Bid a Second. Here we go. This is question number 3. They comfort you, they feed you, they wipe away your tears, and they can even change your diaper. Chris, we'll start the betting with you.
Betting?
9.
8.
6.
5.
Oh, will you stop it? 4.
Name That Polka.
All right, 4 seconds. Here's the clue once again. They comfort you, they feed you, they wipe away your tears, and they can even change your diaper. Here's tune number 3. Chris.
Mother's Hands.
Mother's Hands Polka is correct by Henny and the Versajays.
You were on that recording too, weren't you? Hometown favorite there.
It's kind of strange that we're in Chicago and you're not prevailing here, Mr. R.
The fix is on. These are all East Coast songs.
All right, here we go. Question number 4 in...
Hold on, Keith. I have to look for some divine intervention.
In Bid a Second, okay? Ralph Cramden would call her a blabbermouth. Darren Stevens would call her a witch, but others would call her a friend. We'll start the bidding with Rick Rzeszutko.
I can name that polka in 0 seconds.
No seconds. Well, we got to play it.
All right, 1 second.
1 second. All right, I'll give you the clue again. Ralph Cramden would call her a blabbermouth. Darren Stevens would call her a witch, but others would call her a friend. Here is your 1 second. Yes.
Mother-in-law polka.
Mother-in-law polka is correct. Congratulations, Rick.
The rosary helped.
All right. We've got one final tune in Bid a Second. Listen closely to the tune, to the clue. The Eddie Zavatsky Orchestra, Frank Bojamovsky, John Gora, and many others have recorded this tune as a tribute, but no one could sing it like the golden voice of Marion Lush. Chris, start the bidding with you.
1.
1 second. All right, here we go. Listen closely.
Wait. Don't I get a chance to say 0?
We already established 0 can't happen.
0, we have to play the tune to make it legitimate, sir.
Could play it after.
We don't make up the rules here. We just play along, Mr.
I know, the
Rzeszutko.
deck is stacked against me here.
All right. Chris, here is your 1 second. Name this polka.
Matka Waltz.
You are wrong. It is not the Matka Waltz. It is Tatushi Mamushu, so the points go to Rick Rzeszutko.
Thanks, Chris.
All right, so at the end of Bid a Second, Chris 40, Rick 20, but they can catch up now because we're going to spin the wheel for the Golden Polka Medley. All right, it's on to the exciting Golden Polka Medley round here on Name That Polka. Our score, Chris has 40, Rick has 20, but they can catch up because we've got our big wheel here. Point values go all the way up to 20, I believe. So we're going to give the wheel a spin, and we're going to find out what this tune is worth. This is going to be worth 11 points. 11 points. And our category, Mary, Mary, Quite Contrary, songs all about Mary. So for 11 points, listen closely and name this polka. Rick Rzeszutko.
Modish polka.
Mary's Polka is correct by Jenny O with the Divas for 11 points. All right. The score is now 40-31. We give the wheel a spin again. And this time, this is going to be worth 9 points. 9 points. All right. Remember the category? Mary, Mary, quite contrary. Listen closely and name this polka.
I love and want only you. Give me one kiss while stars shine bright, and tell me 2 words that hope for life.
Chris Bogdon.
Mary, my Mary.
I'm sorry, that's wrong. It's Scrubby with the Dynatones. Mary, please marry me.
That's a double Mary.
2 Marys are better than 1. Did you ever hear that?
I heard that.
All right, here we go. On to tune number 3. We spin the wheel again. And this one's going to be worth 9 points. Once again, 9 points. Listen closely to tune number 3 and name this polka.
Dalej kocham cię co dzień, złamała serce me, to będę płakał.
Chris Bogdan.
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane by the Boys from Baltimore is correct. So Chris gets another 9 points. Chris 49, Rick 31. All right. It's getting tense in here. You can feel it. You can cut it with a knife. It's tune number 4. Let's spin our wheel. All right. 5, 6, 7 points. Listen closely. Tune number 4. Name this polka. Rick.
Mary Ellen.
Mary Ellen polka is correct by the sounds of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. All right, so 49-38. This could be the deciding factor in this edition of Name That Polka. Let's spin our wheel. All right, here we go. 12 points. 12 points. Here we go. Our final tune in our Golden Polka Medley. Listen to tune number 5 and name it.
When I first saw you.
Chris Bogdan.
How married are you, Marianne?
From the Polka Town Sound from Pulaski, Wisconsin, How Married Are You, Marianne is correct.
Marianne.
And our final score, Chris, 61. Rick, 38. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Chris is our victor.
Good job,
on
Chris.
this edition
Thank you.
of Name That Polka. My name is Keith Stras. We'll be back with more during our virtual IPA weekend.
The state of Illinois, for I loved that polka music ever since I was a boy. I gathered all their records, for I cherished every name. So I then found myself standing in the Polka Hall of Fame. My heart then beat somewhat faster as I walked in through the door, for I heard the sound of voices I had often heard before. A happy kind of sadness brought a teardrop to my eye. Now I'll tell you what I saw there, and I'm sure that you'll see why. It was Onchek and his versatones with his faithful bass guitar. I could hear that magic voice then coming from somewhere afar. Little Wally's heartfelt vocals and Casey's magic box. Walter Solek's crazy costumes always drew the crowd in flocks. We salute the Hall of Famers from all across the land. May the Lord bless those still living and the ones who join us then, as we celebrate their music and remember all their names. Our stars will live forever in the Polka Hall